Hello, welcome to Castelos Beauty Apprenticeship Academy. The following video is to assist you in filling out your on-the-job training form. The on-the-job training form must be filled out once you have received your apprenticeship license. The following rules are the guidelines that you must follow in order to fill out this form. You must work a minimum of 32 hours a week. 40 hours a week is maximum. Work a maximum of 8 hours a day. You may not work on school days. You may not work on major holidays. And you also may not work on Sundays. You must complete all the hours required for each work process. Thereafter, the additional instruction of 1,102 hours for barbering or 1,436 hours for Cosmo. Your trainer must always be present while you are working. An apprentice license is only valid at the establishment printed on the license. You may not use your apprenticeship license at any other establishment. The apprenticeship license is valid for 24 months. If your license expires, you can no longer work. It is best to apply for the state board exam once you have reached 28 hours, at which time you will contact headquarters office. On your apprenticeship license, these dates are the important dates. The issue date is the date that you can begin working in the salon. You may not work prior to that date. On this license, it is May 14, 2015. This license is valid until May 31, 2017. BBC gives you 2 years to complete the 3,200 hours required to work inside of a salon. Down here you will find your name and the name of the establishment and the address. This is the only salon and location where this apprenticeship license is valid. You may not use this license at any other establishment. This is an example of the blank OJT form that you will have to fill out monthly. The first step to filling out your OJT form would be enter your name, student number, the month and year. The next step, you will highlight all holidays, all Sundays, and all school days. These are the days that you cannot fill in any hours. On this one, I have highlighted in blue the days that I cannot work. Sundays and Monday. There are no holidays during the ones that I am working on. In this column, you will find all the work processes that you must complete during your 2-year apprenticeship. On this column, you will find the number of hours the state requires for you to complete. For example, you must complete 325 hours of wet hairstyle, 170 a thermal hairstyle, 50 press and curl, so on and so on. At the very end, you'll notice 1,436 additional instruction hours needs to be complete. Once you have completed all of these work processes and the hours that are required, you then only need to fill in additional hours. You do not fill in this column until you've completed all of the work processes. So as I mentioned, you're going to highlight Sundays, your school day, and all federal holidays as days that you cannot work. All the other days that are blanked, you may work a maximum of 8 hours. On this calendar month, I work 21 days. 21 multiplied by 8 gives me 168. Those are the number of hours that I've completed for the entire month. I may now explain to the state how I spent each work day. Where do I apply my 8 hours? On my first day of work, I did 4 hours of hair color, 2 hours of color, 1 hour of scalp and hair treatment, and 1 hour of facial. This explains to the state how I spent my 8 hours at work. 4 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1 gives me 8 hours. And I will continue to do that every single day. Again, this gives me 8 hours. Once I filled in all the middle blank parts, I will add left to right to give me the total hours for that work process that I completed for the month. Here's a sample of a completed form. For wet hairstyle, the state asked me for 325 hours, but for this month, I have completed 4. It is very important that I do not go over the required amount of hours that the state asked me for each work process. I only need to complete the amount required by them. Once I have met the goal, I move on to the next work process and no longer do the one that I have completed and met the goal. Here you will find the steps on how to fill out your form. Highlight days you cannot work. Highlight federal holidays. Put that you worked every day 8 hours. Only the days that are not highlighted. It should be 5 days per week. Calculate how many monthly hours you did by multiplying the number of days to 8. Then every day explain what you did for the 8 hours, how much time you spent in each work process. After you do the entire month, you need to add each work process hours left to right. Then add all the numbers in the monthly total column together. This column must equal the same amount as this column. For any other questions or further assistance, please feel free to call headquarters at 916-451-1726. Thank you.